putting that XML into CSV, and in the receiver I am posting the data directly without mentioning my content type. So what it will happen, it will take it as a text, but your call gets failed. So we don't know why our call got failed. So on that case, maybe this is the minor mistake everyone will do during the real time working. So that's why you everyone aware of this, needs to aware of these things. If we do
like how we know like receiver system is only accepting
the functional team or client will mention.
Okay, the application management,
Yes.
application support team or functional consultants.
Yes. So you as an integration consultant, you will get all the details. What you need to do is you need to convert as per their requirement. You will get content type, what the incoming payload, what the outgoing payload, and what are all the functionality we need to perform. Everything you will get from the client or the functional team. So if they are not providing, you guys don't know, right? So we are not aware of the systems. We are aware of only the conversions part. So if they are not provided these details, you need to ask, you need to raise them the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Does there anyone have any doubt? Okay, let us start our today's class. In today's class, I'll take some more palette options. So first we will see.
Please record the session.
Yes.
Recording in progress.
So today I'll cover some more palette options. So I'll start with the filter. In the name itself, you guys know the filter will filter the incoming data. So based on building. So if we can, for example, if you get 1,000 records, in that 1,000 records, the customer wants only the building number 301. 301 employee. So in these cases, we'll use the filter. So here I have multiple employee details. So here I want to suppose I want to extract the employee who are all the room number is greater than 10, suppose. So here I can see the employee who are all the room is greater than 10 is the Amit and the Akash, right? So in the output, I should get the details of Amit and Akash. So let us do. So before going into that, I'll tell you one thing. So if you guys need to explore on particular palette options, so you can get the resource directly from the question mark. So here you can see the help, right? So once you click on the help, you will directly get into the official SAP portal. So in this help portal, you will get the uh, resources or the basic explanation the SAP is given. So you can use this explanation to understand the particular palette options or particular functionality. So each palette options, if you can see, you have the question mark. So suppose I am taking the content modifier. Here I got the question mark. So if I click on it, it will be redirect directly to your help portal, SAP help portal. Here you can find the content modifier, the JSON to XML converter. So here you will get the details. So if you guys needs to get better understanding on each palette options, you can use this help option to explore the things. And also in previous class we triggered the flow from outside using postman tool. We triggered the iFlow. So in this class I don't want to go outside, so I want to trigger my flow within the flow itself. So for that, in the event I have the option timer. So previously we have used start message. So using start message, we are connecting that start message with our sender system. Using that sender system will triggering the integration process. So in this class we'll directly using the timer option to deploy the flow. Why we use the timer option? So in real time cases, the client wants to schedule the integration flow. Suppose they don't have the sender system, they don't want to every time push the data from their systems. Instead they want to schedule the flow. For example, in the timer we have multiple options. So in the basic option, if once you deploy, every time on deployment you will trigger the data. So in the advanced you can able to see specific time period you can able to trigger the data. For example, if you want to trigger the iFlow only on the particular date, so I want to trigger my iFlow from 26th 12, suppose say 12 p.m 12 p.m to 29th or else 31st 6:30 p.m. So here you need to mention the time zone. So we are in the Indian, right? So we will take the IST, Indian Standard Time. So this option, it will throw an exception after the scheduling period. After 31st, you will get the error in the integration flow saying that the scheduling has expired. Please update the scheduled period. So those kind of warning you may get. So if I deploy this flow, so every day it will trigger the integration flow automatically without manual triggering. So this is the timer option we use. So we have multiple options. So you can trigger the iFlow every hour, every month, or every minute. If you want to trigger the iFlow only on the weekdays, not in a weekend, so you can use the timer option to schedule the period only for the weekdays. So now I made the timer whenever I deployed, the flow should trigger. Just the simple schedule. In the schedule, I maintained as on deployment. On deployment means every time when I deploy the iFlow, the integration flow triggered. We have on day. On day means only the particular day. So here I'll maintain the content modifier. In the content modifier, I'll maintain my incoming data. So in the filter, you can filter only the XML payload. We cannot filter other data types. Example JSON, CSV data. We cannot do filter using the filter palette option. We can do filter only the XML payload only. So in the XPath expression, you need to provide the condition. So before providing the condition, we should understand the absolute path and relative path. The absolute path is nothing but if, for example, if you want to do modification on the room, right? I want to extract the room, extract the details whose room is greater than 10. So for that, I need to go into the room, right? Room node. So for that, we have the hierarchy. On the inside employee, we have the child details. Inside details, we have the grandchild as room. So parent, child, and the grandchild. So you need to invade into your room field or node, right? So for that, you can invade only through in the XML only through the expression only. So for that, we need to provide the path. The employee first is the parent, second is the child. Inside child, I have the room. So this is the absolute path. Absolute path is nothing but we will choose from parent to our grandchild. So we can declare as a relative path. Relative path is nothing but you can directly get into the room with double slash. This is the relative path. You can use any one of this. Both should mention the room field only. So the best practice, you should use only the absolute path, because in some cases the relative path may fail. So every time you should use the absolute path. Suppose if you have multiple hierarchy, then you can go with the relative path. So I mean the standard approach is to use absolute path only. So I am taking as a absolute path here. So I want to write a condition in the room, right? So for that, I'm taking the bracket. Inside bracket, I want the room which is greater than 10. I'm closing my bracket. So in which field you want to write the condition, that should be enclosed within the bracket. So here value type, we have multiple value types. We'll do first with the node list. So in my input, I gave 4 details, sorry. So in the output, I should get only the rooms which is greater than 10. That means I should get 14 and the 11. before deploying, I switch on my trace. So for every deployment, the flow should trigger as per my timer condition. The flow got triggered successfully 26th 6:49. So I as we discussed in the last class, if you want to see the content of the content modifier, you should see in the filter. So in the content modifier, I have maintained this is the body. I have maintained the details of the employee. After my filter, I should get only the details which is greater than so as you can see here, the room which is greater than 10 is for Amit and Akash. So in my output, I got only the Amit and Akash. So the filter condition is worked successfully. So, and you guys, anyone note that we missed the filter is ignored the root node. So here we have the employee as a parent. Inside employee, we have the details as a child. But in the output, the employee node is missing. So this is the limitation of the filter. So if you work on the filter after the filter execution, the root node will be suppressed. So if you want to add the root node, what we can do? I want my output as employee within my employee tag. So I want output like this. I don't want only the details. So what we can do, which palette option we can try here to add the root node? Anyone?
Like in content modifier, we can set default root.
Yeah, how we can set? The content modifier, what should I do?
In message header,
So you want to modify your body, right? Not the header, right?
yeah,
You want to modify the body to add the root node.
yeah. In body, we can add like expression.
What we can write here?
Like flower bracket header dot root or something.
So we need to write statically here. I'm writing the employee root node statically, and in between the incoming payload should come. So for that, what should I need to do? So we have the camel expression called $in.body. So using this camel expression, you will get the entire body from the previous palette step. Why I should get the body right? Why I got the expression instead? So in the after filter condition, I got the details. So I'm log these details. But I got the in.body. Why means we should maintain type as a expression. If you maintain as a constant, it will provide the output whatever we have kept inside the body. So if you keep type as expression, so it will perform the task in the given expression and to provide the body. So in these cases, we'll use the content modifier. What I'm doing is I'm converting my content. I want to add something in my body. I mean the payload, incoming payload. I want to do some transformation in my incoming payload. So in these times, we'll use the content modifier to change my content. The name itself you can identify. Here you can see I got my details within my employees tag. So in these cases, we'll use the content modifier. So we have seen the value type as a node list. So now we'll see it for node. The node, what it will do means it will take only the particular node. It will not take the entire node list. It will take only the first details. So see, as per my condition, I have two details. The room is greater than 10. But you can see I got only one details because I choose as the node instead of node list. I will not get the list of nodes. Instead, I get only one node. So if you want to extract only one node, then you can use the node instead of node list. So why I got the details as 11? Why I did not got the room details 14?
Will it be the first record, maybe?
Yes. It will take only the first record. It will suppress. So here you can see in my detail, the first record which is greater than 10 is 11. So if I keep the 14 as a first detail, it will give output as this detail instead of this. So in real time, if you want to extract the room details which is greater than 10, only the first first room details, then you can use the node.
So, where did we use that node and node list?
Yes, I told you, right? The node list, it will provide the list of nodes. So here I have room number greater than 10. I have multiple nodes. So
No. Asking where did we, suppose if I want all the entire list. So what is that change we are doing here?
sorry, I did not
No,
understand.
see, you said like node and node list both, right?
Yes,
So where are you
yes.
selecting that option?
Mm,
Okay, here value type. Okay,
yeah.
got it. Yeah.
So we have Boolean. The Boolean is nothing but it will provide the true or false. If in my input, if the value is greater than, if the any room value is greater than 10, it will provide us output as true. If the value is not there, it will provide us false. So I have the room which is greater than 10. So that's why I got the value as true. And we have option called string. The string is nothing but if you want to extract only the particular string values, on the time you'll use the string. For example, I want to extract only the room number 9. We have room number 2. I want to extract only the particular room. So on the time, I use the value type as string. See, it will suppress the node. Instead, you can see I got the detail for the room detail 2, the first name, last name, title, and division, building number, and the room. So if you want to extract only the string, you can use the string. If you use the integer, it will provide only the room details. So these are the options. We have the filters. So is there anyone have any doubt on the filter? Please ask. Okay, I'll take this now. Next we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, one question.
Yes.
So can you click on that filter again? Where we are giving the condition. Okay. So, okay. Got it. So whatever condition we have, it's given only in this expression.
Yes.
Okay. Like in between or anything, like suppose greater than, less than, or in between, or whichever satisfies this particular rule. Suppose if we are calculating age, okay. So suppose I don't have the age field in my incoming data. I just have date of birth, and I need to calculate the age, right? So in that case also everything we give under this expression only, or is there anything to get the calculated fields?
No, you should give every condition in the path expression only.
Okay.
If the field is not present in the input, you will get the error. as output.
Okay. So we cannot add the derived field, something like that here.
No.
Only if it's present in the input data, then we can add it in the expression.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So if you place the placeholder here, you can see the example. Suppose if I write as rooms, I'll face the error because the node is not present, right? Acha. See, no element found.
Okay.
So we'll move to the next palettes option. We'll go, we have seen content modifier converter. We'll go to splitter. We have the palette option called splitter. Splitter is nothing but the name itself, you can identify it will split the data into single record. So in the splitter we have multiple splitters, ED splitter, general splitter, IDOC splitter. So in this class we'll see general splitter and iterating splitter. Those the splitter, what it will do, we have multiple employee details. So I want to split the details into each record. I want each details in the separate filter splitter messages. So in that case, we'll use the splitter. So instead of deploying, I use the simulate. Sorry. So here in the splitter, we have the expression type as XPath and line break. The line break, whenever we'll work with the CSV data, we need to use the line break. So the line break is nothing but after completing the each line, it will split the messages. It will split based on the line. So each line it should consider as each record. So when we work with the XPath, you should provide the XPath expression. So if you place the cursor, you can see enter an XPath expression to navigate to the split item using absolute or relative path. So I want to split this entire message based on the details. So I want to split each detail separately. So for that, I am providing the absolute path till the detail. The grouping is nothing but if you want to group the records, for example, in our cases, we have the 4 details. So I want to split my details as 3 and 1 or 2 into 2. So if I keep 2, it will give the 2 record as output. As in one record we have, in one call we have 2 records. So based on your requirement, if you want to group the records, you can use the grouping. The streaming is nothing but, as we discussed in the last class, it will used for memory consumption. It will not store anything. It will do, for memory consumption, we'll use the streaming. The parallel processing is nothing but if you work on a bunch of datas, so you want to split each data at a time. The parallel process should happen. So on the time you should you should select this parallel processing. Suppose we have the 10,000 or 20,000 record. You want to split each record at a time. So on that case, you'll use the parallel processing. The stop on execution exception is nothing but if you are making call, suppose if you use 10 to 12 ballot options, at last you'll sending the data to the receiver. So on that case, if the anything any splitting error happened, it will not posting the data to the receiver. It will stop the execution. So on that time, you should use the stop on execution. So in the upcoming classes, we'll use this in the real-time scenarios. Then we'll get the clear clarity on this. So now what I did is I'm separating the employee details based on the details. So each details it considered as each record, and I grouped that into two. Two means it in the first record I'll get the first two. In the second record I'll get the last two. I'm simulating. So here you can see we have multiple messages. See, I have two message. In one message, I have two details. The details for Amit and you. In the second detail, we have the Avesh and the Akash. So it will separate first two as a one record and second two as a one record. So based on your requirement, you'll do the grouping. This is not a mandatory field. If you not giving the grouping, it will take each details as a single record. So you will get the 4 record as output. So this is the general splitter. So you can see in general splitter, you will get the parent node as well in each record. So the employee is present in the each record. In 4 record, I can see the employee. Inside employee, I have the details. But if we work on the iterating splitter, it will suppress the root node. If you don't want the root node repetition, you can use iterating splitter. The difference between general and iterating splitter is it will suppress the root node. If you don't want the root node, then you can go with the iterating splitter. And one more option we have the iterating splitter is the expression type as token. In this general splitter, you can see the expression type line break and the XPath. But in the iterating splitter, we have the one more option called token. We will see the token. Before that, I'm providing the same condition here, and I did not grouping the same option what you see in the general splitter. The same option we have in the iterating splitter as well. So as per our assumption, the root node should suppress. In each record, the only detail record should be there. The root employee should suppress. So here you can see we have the 4 record without employee, without parent node. We don't have the parent node in any of the detailed record. So this is the main difference between general splitter and iterating splitter. And we have one more option called token. The token is nothing but you need to provide the, if you want to extract only the particular field value. For example, if you want to extract only the division, you can give division directly in the token. You can extract the particular token separately. So you can see enter a token to split the message. Token can be a node name in the XML message. So I'm providing the node name division. So in the output, I should get only the division. I don't want the entire node. See, I got only the division for all the 4 records. So if you want to split only the particular token, you can use the expression type as a token. The remaining configurations are same. So for example, in the input, if I get multiple record, so I want to gather all the record and make it as single record. So in the output, I got the 4. In the input, I got the 4 from the input. So I want to combine all the input as a single record. So on the time, we have to use one more palette option called gather. The gather is nothing but it will gather all the multiple record into a single record. So in the palette, you can see in the incoming, you will get the multiple inputs, but in the output, you will get only one record. So if you want to combine all the record, you need to use the gather. So here we can gather based on the same XML format. If you have the input with a different XML structure, you can use the XML as a different format. If you have plain text or any format, you can use as per your requirement. And you can aggregate algorithm as you can aggregate as a zip or tar file, or you can combine based on the XPath. So these are the aggregation strategy we have within the gather. So what I am doing is I have the 4 employee details. In the 4 employee details, I am extracting only the division using the iterating splitter as a multiple record. At last, I want to gather multiple token as a one record using the gather. See, the multiple messages, it get into a single message after the gather call. Here you can see the multi-map message as a root node, the multi-map message. So I have the 4 details, the 4 details of the division of computer, and I gather all the 4 details and combine as in the single record. So if you want to gather or combine the multiple records, you can use the gather palette option to gather the multiple records. So if anyone have any doubt on the splitter and gather, please ask me.
So, one question, Hari.
Yes.
So, what is the purpose? Like, see, we are splitting the output and again we are gathering, right?
Yes. So
So,
this after now we are not doing anything, but in real cases, if you want to perform any operation in the particular record or field, first you need to split the record. After splitting the record, you will perform the some task inside the integration palette of
okay,
integration suite.
okay,
Uh,
okay.
After performing all the tasks, at last you will use the gather. After gathering, you will send it to the receiver.
Okay, okay, got it.
So just you guys need to understand the concept, right? So that's why
Yeah,
I
yeah, that's
explain.
fine. Got it. I got it. I was, yeah, that's fine.
If anyone have any doubt,
So this is the last step in this flow. Gather is the last step.
I mean, yeah, that is based on our requirement. Deepu, I think, right? Yeah. So you can use gather as a large step, or after gathering, if you want to do any task, that is up to you, right? That is based on your integration flow model. So each person can do the logic by own. So if you want to use gather as a last step, you can use. So that is up to you.
Okay.
Also, Hare, like previously you told like filter is only used for XML payload.
Yes.
What about other payloads like JSON or CSV? Like how we can
Yeah.
filter?
You can tell me if I have the CSV or JSON data, what should I need to do?
Like I didn't know it.
So we have the converter, right?
First we need to convert into XML. After
Yes,
that we move to procedure
correct.
filter. That's it, right?
Okay. And also splitter, like splitter or gather only works on like this on XML only.
Yes.
Oh,
XML and the CSV.
okay.
Here we have the expression type. Here in the line break, it is for CSV data. The XPath expression, it is for XML. So anyone have any doubt? Okay.
Yeah, Hari, I just want to know the difference between save as version and deploy.
Yes, if you work on the real time, so if you want to move the integration flow to production, or if you don't want to edit the integration flow, you need to save as a version. So once you save as a version, you in the real time you will write the command. The command is nothing but what the integration flow exactly. So here what I'm doing, I'm filtering the incoming record and I'm converting that into I'm splitting with the based on the division, and I gather the division. So I write the command for our understanding, and I save as a version. Once I save as the version, it means we are not editing the flow. Normally, if you do save, it will save as a draft. If you save as a version, that means the flow is ready. So the best practice is to use the save as a version. And also
If
we have
if we want, we can edit that version also, right?
yes, if you edit this version, if you save again, it will save with the different version. Previously, you can see the version is 1.01. Yeah. Now it's changed into 1.0.2. If you want to come to older version, you can able to change. So every time you edit this flow, the version should increase.
So with the version number, we can go for previous version also, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So during real time, what we'll do, we have one more option called the externalization. The externalization is nothing but after completing your flow, you don't want to edit the flow. So for example, this is the development system. Suppose if you transfer this iFlow into the production, so after converting the flow into production, you need to change the configuration details. So because the production system details is different from the development system, so on that time you have the option called externalization. For each parameter you have, once I click on edit, here you can see the externalize. So externalize is nothing but you can define the parameter in the outside the flow. So you should not edit the flow. Instead, you have the configure option. In the configure option, now I did not maintain anything. You can externalize directly like this. If you click on enter, it will externalize this XPath expression. Instead of this, we can go here. Expression. So here we cancelled. In the configure, you can see the parameter expression. So here you can edit the expression what you want. Instead of disturbing the flow, you can save and deploy directly here. So we'll cover this detail in the upcoming classes. If you tell these things, you guys will got confused. So we'll cover these things at last, so that you'll get the better understanding. So if you guys have any doubt, please ask. Otherwise, we can close this session.
Do we have class tomorrow?
Maybe we don't have a class tomorrow. We can check with the coordinator.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Hari.
Thank you, T.
Recording stopped.